tonight, as Jesper Vikman is going to get the call for Vancouver here against Dylan Ernst this evening, as Dylan Ernst coming off his second shutout of the series, 17 saves on Tuesday night, and he's turned aside 57 of 58 Vancouver shots so far in this series. Captain Ty Thorpe is reunited with Samuel Honsick to start this game up front. Ty Halliburton starting on the right wing, Dylan Anderson and Brendan Pentecost on the back end. And game 4 from the LEC is underway, with the Vancouver Giants sending the puck down into the Kamloops zone. Logan Barrows back for the puck behind his own net, plays in the middle, intercepted. Anderson with a shot, kicked out by Dylan Ernst, as the Giants get their first shot of the game, just 16 seconds into the contest. Now the Giants bounce the puck into the Kamloops zone. Delayed offside on Vancouver as they quickly start their first change. As Zellweger plays to the Giants line. As Semenov is bumped to the blow line by Skylar Bruce. Now Stankoven centers it. Zellweger will play it into the corner. And Leslie will play it up the wing. And the Giants will get it out to the neutral zone. Ethan Brandwood turning with the puck for the Blazers. Wheeling away from Skylar Bruce. Pass onto the tape as Zellweger into the Giant zone. Through the middle. He'll dish it off. Stankoven cuts it on goal and a save made by Vikman. And then he's knocked over. And the play's been blown down as Vikman is tested by Stankoven 50 seconds into this first period.
Well, you know, Logan Barrows may have turned that puck over with a pass up the middle in his own end that got Anderson the shot on goal. But this is them coming up the ice. Zellweger joins the rush, number 3. He gets into Stankoven. And Stankoven is so focused when he gets this puck. He's got one thing in mind. He knows he can't go low on the shot. He's going to try to go upstairs, and a big save, net off its moorings. Vancouver face off in their own zone.
Stankoven opened the scoring last night. He has 9 points so far in this series. Now it's centered for Firster. He's checked. And Skylar Bruce for the Giants will play it open ice to Madison Leslie. Leslie had 4 shots on goal for Vancouver on the back end in game 3, as now the Giants are offside.
By the way, we should mention BC Division Rookie of the Year candidate from the BC Division, the Western Conference, is Sam Honsick. He's in the game tonight. And the BC Division most sportsmanlike player, Caden Bankier. Again, there's a spin around, both on the pass and in the shot. Blocked by Vancouver Giants. So important to have 3 players in that slot area to take away that kind of scoring chance.
Puck at the Vancouver blue line. Jay Lipinski. He's given a bump by Ryan Hofer. Now Demick will battle with Skylar Bruce for the puck. And poke free to Demick. He'll bounce off and check and get it into the Giant zone. Roberts will quickly clear it to the Kamloops end of the ice. And Masters will take control for the Blazers. Up to Demick. His pass is blocked by Colton Roberts. Now it's poked into the corner where Hofer will bump there with Dylan Anderson. Roberts will battle with Levis as well. And Roberts will emerge to the puck for the Giants. Bouncing off the boards and get it down into the Kamloops zone. Barrows will swing a D to Zellweger. Quickly up to Levis, and the Blazers move it right back in. Levis, he'll backhand it into the corner into the Giant zone. Pentecost, he'll turn away from some pressure. As we're seeing puck played up the wing, and it gets through to Tyler Thorpe. He'll guide it down into the Vancouver Giants, or the Blazers zone. First start of his net. He'll clear the puck around to the boards. Knocked down along the wall, and it comes out to center ice. Here's Stankoven to the Giants line. He'll get it into the Vancouver end, and the Blazers will play it out to the neutral zone. Logan Barrows going back for the puck. He's being pressured by Samuel Honsick, as now Zellweger will take control for the Blazers. Olin Zellweger up to Stankoven, the Giants line, returning it to Zellweger. His shot bounces out in front and winds up behind the Vancouver goal. Roberts bouncing it off the glass, knocked down to the blue line. Now Palmieri, he's pushed hard into the corner boards, and that's going to be a penalty on Kamloops. And the Giants are going to get the game's first power play, as Palmieri was driven right into those corner boards, a bit of a dangerous hit.
And you know what? There's a guy on the ice picking himself up, number 13, Palmieri, that does everything for his team. He'll fight for any teammate. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more Vancouver Giants end up in that corner in support. Roberts is the first one in there, a little bit of a hit, but you know what? For Damien, I would go out of the way for my guy if I was a Giant. Anyway, first power play, only the 5th of the series, if I've got that right.
Yep.
So few, 3 games played, 4 power plays. Wow, this is an opportunity right now for Vancouver to do something.
Giants get their first white spot power play of the night, 2:41 into this first period. and the Giants control the face-off. Leslie at the left point. To the right side to Anderson, down the right side to Samuel Honzig. Now Thorpe creates to the far side, break by feet in a stick, and turning it the other way is Hofer for the Blazers short-handed. Lost the handle of the puck, and turning it back is Samuel Honzig. With speed, he shoots, and that went off his stick and up and over the glass and out of play as Honzig had room down that left wing side.
Interesting. Just before that, he forced a pass through the slot area that was picked off, and then Sam Honzig on the back check picked the puck up with that shot going into the offensive zone. He recovered from his mistake beautifully. A minute 39, not much gone in that power play for Vancouver. Face-off in the Kamloops zone.
Ty Thorpe will take the face-off for the Vancouver Giants. Up against Bankier, and the Giants control the draw. Madison Leslie, rink wide for Honzig, trying to corral a bouncing puck, and he's just a wide of the net. Now the puck comes loose to Jakub Demek, and he'll send the puck all the way down the ice into the Giant zone.
You know what I like so far? I like the touches that Sam Honzig, number 29, has had of the puck. He's had 3 possessions, Eddie. You know, the more he gets, the better they off they are.
Pass to Ty Thorpe, the Kamloops line. Now Lipinski, rink wide, Leslie, stopped by Dylan Ernst as Leslie was set up on a one-timer. Great chance there for the Giants defenseman.
Wow, that was just so well executed off the rush. Once the Giants get that puck in the offensive zone, they know that if they can delay a little bit, Lipinski looks way over to his left, and he's a defenseman. He sees a defenseman, Leslie, breaking in. Exactly, and he's off that left wing with the right-hand shot. He had a lot of net. Nice opportunity there, but, you know, you got to probably get it in a little tighter to beat Ernst.
Just over a minute remaining in this Giants power play. As off the face-off, Laser send it all the way down the ice. And starting it back is Colton Roberts for Vancouver. Left wing feed to Groening in the Kamloops line. Rolling it through for Halliburton. Batting in there with Ethan Brandwood. And Brandwood's throwing attempt is blocked. Now Finney digging for that puck along with Tyler Thorpe and Groening. And it comes free to the blue line to Roberts at the left point. Roberts, he'll slide towards the middle. He'll dish it off to Kyron Groening. Back to Roberts, but he fanned the pass. The puck slides all the way down into the Vancouver zone. That allows the Blazers to make some changes as Roberts controlling in his own zone with 25 seconds remaining in this Vancouver power play. Now he'll head north. Roberts through the middle to Halliburton. Now to Groening in the left wing in the Kamloops zone. He's bumped. Now Halliburton comes in for the puck along with Tyler Thorpe. And Thorpe will swing it back to the blue line, but eludes Anderson and comes out to the neutral zone.
You know, Eddie, power penalty kills are so good nowadays that you've really got to get a shot off the flank on the power play. You're not going to get a whole lot from the blue line or from the top of the slot area. They don't give it to you.
Penalty to Semenov has come to an end. Giants are over 1 on the power play, but here's Leslie. He shoots, Ernst the save, and the rebound comes to Thorpe in the corner. He'll drop it off for Madison Leslie, all the way back to the right point to Anderson. Anderson, high slot, Honzig, screen shot, Ernst the save, rebound, and Leslie found on it, loose in the goal crease, in behind Ernst, and they score! The Giants would not quit on that loose puck. They jam at home, and they have their first lead of the series. 5:06 into this first period.
I just don't think you can be any more aggressive. You can't get any more traffic around the net. You can't get to the net any better than that. Lipinski, everybody was in on that. But number 47, Madison Leslie, he's got his hands on a lot of the pucks that have happened. It's a little bit of a mishandle there, and then when Honzig moves into that spot, you let Honzig shoot from the top of the slot. You want chaos in front of the net on a power play. Eddie, it's not a power play goal, but you take a look at that effort around the net, and guess who can find a piece of coal in a blackout?
Ty Thorpe.
Ty Thorpe. Watch him in there, number 8.
Yeah, he's the one that came out of that pile the most energetic. And the Giants have opened the scoring. There is a discussion amongst the referees. And there were players sent to the penalty box as well after the fact.
Well, that's a given. There was pushing and shoving and all kinds of bad breath going on there. No question about that. And, you know, it was ruled a goal. So there's got to be evidence to overturn that.
And it has been called a goal now in the building.
Just a wonderful start. First, 4 minutes of this hockey game. We saw that the other night, too, in terms of the start, right, Eddie?
Absolutely.
The only thing, it was the Blazers got the first power play, and it was 6 seconds after that power play was over that, that Kamloops scored.
And look at the shots on goal, Bill.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Well, it's and again, I like that part, but I don't like the number 15 on top of that. Jaden Lipinski with a 2-minute penalty. You'll see the Blazers right back after Vancouver makes a 1-0. Blazers go to the power play. This would be a real inspirational kill, really.
Absolutely. Get some momentum from a successful penalty kill. After opening the scoring, does Vancouver. Here's Zellweger. Screenshot. Hit the post. And it stayed out. Now puck back to Zellweger again. Another shot. And this time Vikman makes the save and he gets the whistle.
There are some absolute standouts the first 5 minutes of this hockey game. For Vancouver, Honsick and Leslie, and for this Kamloops Blazer team, Zellweger. This guy right here, look at that little move in there. And again, Vikman makes a really good save. Again, 1:34 gone on the power play. Boy, I know the Giants want this one badly. They want to kill this thing off.
Stankoven back to the blue line to Zellweger. Wrist shot and a blocker save by Jesper Vikman. Bankier back to Zellweger at the left point to the right side to Stankoven. Wrist shot, Vikman a kick save, and the rebound comes to Caden Bankier. He'll settle the puck down. Bankier setting it down over Seminoff, feeds it across, and that didn't connect with Demick in front. Puck winds up along the corner boards, and Stankoven's got it. To the blue line to Zellweger. Left side for Bankier. Trying to center it. That's blocked there by Brendan Pentecost. Now Stankoven from the corner. All the way back to the blue line to Zellweger. Wrist shot, and Vikman got a piece of that. Rebound off the end boards, and it's loose to the side. And Pentecost lead on his check, and it comes to Seminoff behind the goal. He'll feed it back to the blue line to Olin Zellweger. 45 seconds left in the Kamloops power play. Now Bankier. He'll drop it off for Logan Stankoven. Wrist shot. Vikman the save with a glove, and there's no rebound.
Just a great job by Dylan Anderson putting number 27, Jakob Demick, on his butt on the ice in front of the net. Real good clear of that front of the net area. Not sure we'll see it here. This is going to be the shot, but Zellweger, I don't even know if he's gone off the ice. Rebound right out to that spot. They just reload. The goaltender will make a save, and the Blazers just say, okay, we'll reload on another side.
And Zellweger with 4 assists so far in this series as the Giants send the puck down the ice off the face-off. 28 seconds remaining in this Kamloops power play as Connor Levis leads the rest of the Giants line, dishing it off to Emmett Finney. Now to Hofer to the blue line to Masters, and the power play will set it up. Now Finney on the left wing side. Wrist shot, scores! There was a screen set up in front. Hofer may have tipped it, and the Blazers have tied the game at 1 on the power play.
We talk about breaks, right? I mean, you get the first goal, and you need it when you're outclassed as much as this Blazer team does outclass some other teams. You need some breaks. Well, okay, this is Hofer. This is a good quick release. Masters moves to the center. That gives him options. When he moves to the center, Masters, with that puck, he's got a left side to go to as he does there. He could have gone to the other side, but they do get it on the net. And Masters, we talked about it before in our pregame show, 33 power play assists for this Kamloops team when he had 5 in 65 games last year with Red Deer. 5 power play assists. He's been a big factor.
And now we're going to get another penalty here. This time hooking is the indication. And Kamloops is going right back to the power play as Skylar Bruce is heading off for the Vancouver Giants. 13 minutes remaining here in this first period. 1-1 here at the LEC. You're listening to Vancouver Giants playoff hockey on Sportsnet 650. Kamloops Blazers going to their second power play of the night in a 1-1 time. Bankier with a shot off the face-off. That one off the stick of Haliperta and over the glass and out of play. So Kamloops, after opening the scoring on the power play from Ryan Hofer, go right back to the man advantage here in a 1-1 game. It's Emmett Finney and Kyle Masters getting the assists on the 1-1 goal. Honsick and Quanick assisted on the Ty Thorpe opening goal of the game. As Stankoven to the blue line to Zellweger. Wrist shot, that bounced wide to the Giants net. Stankoven to Matthew Seminoff, into the corner to Demick, to the right side to Stankoven, back to Zellweger. He'll close in. Wrist shot, Vikman the save. Rebound, the Blazers get it right back. Zellweger again to the blue line to Caden Bankier. On to the right side to Stankoven. He'll snap it down over Demick. Plays it in front, couple of whacks at it, and it's put wide of the goal. Now Bankier from the left wing side. Back to Zellweger, takes it off his skate. Zellweger with the line in the middle. He'll let it go over Stankoven. Back to Zellweger. One-timer. Drilled it wide of the goal. Now Bankier from the left wing corner. He'll dish it off to Semenoff and get it back. Now Stankoven waits, shoots. And that's blocked in front. And it's cleared to the boards. And held in by Logan Stankoven at the left point. He'll close in. Drop it off for Olin Zellweger. He'll return it to Stankoven. Back to Zellweger. Wrist shot. Vikman the save. Rebound. He is down. Where's the puck? Still loose. Comes free. And Vikman swats it away to the corner. Now Zellweger has control over Kamloops. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. And the Giants forward to the line, but they can't get it out. Stankoven, Bankier, shoots. Vikman the save, grabs it, and there's a whistle.
This is so exciting. This is such good hockey. This is great. That little play, you'll see that Stankoven just makes it the blue line. He makes a play to keep it in. And then he makes one just in here. Oh, what a play to get that puck to the front of the net. They retrieve so well. They set up again. Here, look at this little deke there. Get it into that spot. You want a power play to create exactly that in front of the net. Chaos. That's the move. Way to pick it up, guys, in our replay department over there. Just outstanding. They had a dig for that. They got it.
Absolutely.
That's just so good for our people across Canada to see.
Blazers with a run of the last 10 shots on goal in this hockey game after Vancouver started the game out shooting the Blazers 5-1. And Lipinski gets it down into the Kamloops zone. 25 seconds remaining in this penalty to Skylar Bruce. Here's Emmett Finney into the Giant zone down the left wing side. Will drop it off for Hofer. Bump it back for Kyle Masters. He'll poke it down into the corner. He runs into Palmieri. Masters now to Sador. Onto the right side. Wrist shot put wide of the goal. On a good look there for Connor Levis. Now Masters from the dot. His shot is blocked and it winds up in the corner. And Semenoff will slap it around the boards as the penalty to Bruce has come to an end. And the Giants are back at full strength and they have an odd man rush. Here's Lipinski dropping it off. Bruce shoots and Ernst got a blocker on that. Now Semenoff fell and back in the Blazers the other way. They have three across the line. Emmett Finney, he'll feed the trailer. Hofer shoots, and that's blocked by Skylar Bruce, who hustled back, and then he tumbles into the corner. Another penalty coming up here, and this time it's going to go to Kamloops. So Vancouver getting organized behind their own goal. Vikman to the bench for the extra attacker for Vancouver as they make a full-scale change. As Vancouver starts it out. Lead feed for Samuel Honzik. With speed into the Kamloops zone. He'll drive it to the net. Honzik stopped by Ernst. Rebound. Ernst down. Gets the whistle.
Good grief. We got to let this thing breathe. Let's see what they got for us. Wow. What action.
It's going to be a hooking penalty on Kamloops. And the Giants are going to go to the power play.
There's the penalty. Wouldn't be surprised if we show Honzik right after that. And sure enough, we do. Top 10, maybe top 20 for sure for Honzik. Number 29 on that play, cutting to the net off his right wing.
Well, it was action-packed first period from
Just
both
awesome.
sides so far.
Best
10
10
in the series.
Best 10 minutes of the entire series so far.
Yep. So the Giants now go to their second white spot power play of the night.
Eddie, I've never heard more oohs and ahs this season than tonight.
Other than maybe when Connor Bedard was in the house here in
got
November. As now the Giants set up the power play. Honzik down low over Thorpe. Feeds it back door. Leslie. And he's stopped by the toe of Dylan Ernst, who came to his right and made a good save there. Now puck in the corner. Blazers can't move it out. Held in by Honzik. To the blue line, Anderson. Left side to Mans to Leslie. Thorpe in front of the goal. Leslie will take it down deep. He's pressured by Masters. And someone else clears the line, but it's held in by Leslie. Now to Honzik on the right wing side. Back to the blue line and misses Lipinski and comes out to the neutral zone.
Okay, that first 30 seconds is okay, Eddie. There's momentum there. They were just unable to keep that puck in. Giants now can reset. Got to make something happen right here on this possession. Got to take your jacket off. I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's a warm one in here tonight. As the Blazers get the puck out to the neutral zone. Anderson protecting the puck. He'll tip it to the Kamloops line. And Zellweger will take control for Kamloops. He'll fire it up to Demick at the Giants line, and he'll bounce it into the Vancouver end. 55 seconds remaining in the penalty to Ryan Hofer. As puck is in behind the Vancouver goal, poked at by Leslie. Now Halliburton racing after the loose puck. He'll battle there with Jakub Demick. Demick freeing it up, and it's taken away by Master Leslie for Vancouver. As now the Giants will get organized, and the second unit starts to come on. Bruce and Semenoff have come off the bench, as has Colton Lankow. Roberts starting it back for Vancouver, the lead feed to Ty Halliburton. He'll backhand it into the Kamloops end. Zellweger back for the puck, rimming it around the boards, and it eludes Roberts and comes out to the neutral zone. Now to Skylar Bruce. Can't corral a bouncing puck, and it's dropped back to Logan Barros in his own zone. He'll dish it over to Stankoven, who has more time with the puck. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty as Stankoven sends it all the way down into the Vancouver end. Colton Roberts taking control for Vancouver as the penalty to Ryan Hofer has now come to an end. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 8:15 remaining in the first period in a 1-1 tie in Game 4 from the LEC. Giants getting organized as out comes Kyron Gronick, Tyler Thorpe, and Julian Cull. Pass to the neutral zone, broken up, and Sador at the Giants line will flip it back deep. Damien Palmieri going back for the puck. He'll play it up the right wing side. Knocked down by Shea Van Olm. Now to McPherson Ridgewell will play it across. Comes to Masters, will pinch in the right side, center it, and is tipped in behind the goal for Shea Van Olm. Up the boards for Masters is still down deep, working against Kyron Gronick. Masters getting it down low, chance in front, and a pass saved by Vikman, and the rebound's put wide on a great chance for Shea Van Olm. Now Palmieri for Vancouver turning with the puck, flipping it up the wing, but that's blocked. Shea Van Olm with it. He's checked, and the puck comes to Julian Cull, and will advance it down into the Kamloops zone. Tyler Thorpe racing after against Brandwood, and Brandwood will play it up for Nathan McPherson Ridgewell. He'll gain the red to guide it into the Vancouver zone. Leslie going back for the puck, bumped by First on the forecheck. Haliburta comes in to help out, and he'll wheel it out for the Vancouver Giants. Haliburta, he'll backhand it into the Kamloops end. Race after against Zellweger. Puck poked at, and it bounced in the middle of the ice. Honzik trying to get control of it, and it comes loose along the far boards. Now Ty Thorpe poking it to Honzik, trying to roll it back to Haliburta, but the puck is continuing to bounce, and is played behind the goal to Logan Barros. His pass doesn't connect with Zellweger. This will go all the way down the ice into the Vancouver end and be an icing on the Blazers with 6:51 left in the first period in a 1-1 tie from the LDC. We'll take a break. You're listening to White Spot, Vancouver Giants playoff hockey on Sportsnet 650. Good chances at both ends of the ice, Bill.
Wow, what a save there. I mean, with a 1-1 score right now, that is a pad save by Vikman. It's all 6'3" of them reaching that pad out, make that save to keep it 1-1.
Leslie with a shot of the faceoff, that's blocked, and turning it the other way is Jakob Demek. Pentecost is back. Demek, rush shot. Vikman made the save. May have taken that one off the mask. Now Zellweger down deep, battling for the puck. Into the corner for Demek. Trying to play it to Firster. Now back to the blue line to Ryan Hofer. Hofer, he'll send it down the right side. Demek with the puck. He'll play it in front, cleared away by Mazda Leslie. And Pentecost will snap it to center ice. Skylar Bruce for Vancouver. Dropping it back into his own end for Colton Roberts. Now to Dylan Anderson. Up the wing for Bruce at the Kamloops line. He'll stop. Send it down low for Semenuk to race after him behind the net. He'll battle there. Lipinski comes in to help out. He'll battle with Stankoven in the corner. Lipinski muscles it in front. Bouncing puck. And Bruce can't get a shot away. And Stankoven will turn it back for the Blazers with Levis and Bettman across the line. And the puck is bounced down deep as Bettman's given a bump by Dylan Anderson. Nathan Bem, number 14 for the Blazers, making his series debut here tonight for Kamloops. Now the puck is centered in front, and it tips out to center ice. Serrell, he'll send it right back into the Vancouver end. Vikman will just leave it there for Colton Roberts. As the Giants have out there, Ty Thorpe, Haliburta, and Samuel Honzik. With 5.5 minutes remaining in the first period here in Game 4. Haliburta to Honzik in the neutral zone. He's bumped, and turning it back are the Blazers. Finney down the left wing into the Giants zone. Trying to get inside, and Roberts is staying right with him. Finney laying it up the wall. And now for Semenoff, back to Finney. In behind the net for Bankier. Now to Semenoff. Sharping shot. That one high and over top of the Vancouver net. Now Masters. He'll play it down for Caden Bankier. He'll work it back to the blue line. Wrist shot. That flutters high and over top of the Vancouver goal. Now Brandwood. He'll send it to the far side where Honzik's there for the Giants. He's given a hard bump there by Emmett Finney, but he stays on the puck, does Honzik. Roberts trying to dig it free, along with Semenoff for the Blazers, and the Giants get it free to Madsen Leslie. He'll take it back behind his own goal and settle things down as Vancouver gets in a change. As coming out is Gronick, Lankow, and Kyle Botchek. Leslie still behind the Vancouver goal, now to Damien Palmieri, and Vancouver will head north. Lead feed for Lankow at center ice. That play is broken up by the Blazers, but following up is Palmieri, frees that for Gronick. Into the Kamloops zone. Long shot earns the save, and Masters takes the rebound. He'll give it away to Gronick behind the net. Gronick, he'll work on the left wing side and feed the line. Palmieri to the right point to Anderson. He'll just send it down the board behind the net for Botchek. Botchek being washed by Zellweger. And Zellweger picks his pocket and gets up to Dylan Sador with Van Olm and McPherson Ridgewell. Puck chipped in deep into the Giants zone. Anderson Give it a bump by Van Olm. And now Sador comes in for the puck. He's leaned on by Colton Lankow. As they dig forward in skates in the Giants' zone. As it's tied up along the wall. And it comes free into the corner. And Anderson will send it around on the right wing side for Gronick. He's met there by pinching Zellweger, who got knocked down. But Zellweger emerges with the puck and turns. All in Zellweger. Down the left wing into the Giants' zone. Throws it at the net. Puck is loose in front. And they score! Ryan Hofer tipping in the rebound of the Zellweger shot. And the Blazers have taken a 2-1 lead on Hofer's second of the period.
Well, okay. This is Zellweger. He played 37 minutes in game 2. Watch what he does to make this happen at the blue line. His little turn there, that's where you lose a check. Now you get into that spot there. You got time to throw it to the front of the net. It's not scored on with the first play, but Hofer, the big 6'3" forward, there, he collects the garbage. What do they say? One man's treasure is another man's garbage. Well, I mean, the original play, the original shot by Förster was saved, and then Hofer just cleaned it all up right after that. But that doesn't happen unless Zellweger, number 3, without a doubt, I'm going to say one of the best defenseman performances that I've seen in any period, and I don't know how long. Number 3, Olin Zellweger for the Kamloops Blazers. What a period.
That was a great example of just how slippery he is to check, is Olin Zellweger. He's moving all over the ice, but even when you get a piece of him, you still don't always get enough of him, and he can still find ways to maintain possession of the puck and create a play, and he did just that there to give the Blazers their first lead of the night. Levis, he'll send it around the boards into the Giants' zone. Stankoven out there for Kamloops, but the Giants get it up to Thorpe. He'll roll it back. Comes to Vikman. Will play it to open ice on the right wing side for Skylar Bruce. Puck poked away by Stankoven. And now Masters for Kamloops will send it right back into the Vancouver end. Pentecost going back for the puck. Semenoff hard on him. They probably behind the goal. Leslie trying to dig forward and frees it up for Tyler Thorpe. He'll backhand the line. Held by Masters. He'll play it to open ice for Emmett Finney. He shoots. Bouncing puck in front. Vikman finds it and gets a whistle.
Eddie, you talk about Olin Zellweger, number 3. You just talked about how tough it is to check in. We just had a wonderful highlight. When you're a 5'10" defenseman, your uphill battle, to get to the NHL, there's the last save that Vikman finds. Your battle to get to the NHL is an uphill battle. Quinn Hughes, 5'10". Cale Makar, 5'10". Jared Spurgeon, 5'9". They've made it. But let me tell you, you better be an elite skater. Yeah. You tell me if Zellweger is at 5'10", if he's not maybe as good a skater as a defenseman in the entire Western Hockey League.
Absolutely. And we were talking to a scout when we were in Kamloops, and even the name Sam Girard of the Colorado Avalanche, another small but very skilled and mobile defenseman, brought his name up as well. So, that's some of the company that Olin Zellweger is drawing, at least in terms of his mobility anyway, some of the more mobile defensemen in the National Hockey League. As Ty Thorpe controlling at the Giants line in a battle with Jakub Demek. Thorpe lost it to Demek. He'll feed it back. Here's Masters. Snaps it in front. Knocked down by Vikman. Another shot, and Vikman got a piece of that. And turning it back is Halliburton for the Giants. He'll gain center ice and dump it into the Kamloops zone. Right on goal to Ernst, who will steer it aside. 90 seconds remaining in the first period of Game 4. Zellweger. He'll lead the rush to the Giants line. Down the right wing. Olin Zellweger will turn back. He'll dish it over to Förster, bounce off his tape, gate, and comes out to the neutral zone.
The only way you screw up is if somebody mishandles a pass that Zellweger makes.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know how he's still out there, dude.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
He has quite the endurance, I would think. And here he goes. Zellweger has Stankoven on his right. Will flip it to the Giants line. He'll drop it off, and the Blazers go offside at the line with a minute left in this first period.
Zellweger was asked, what kind of food intake that he has to keep fit. And he knew exactly. He says, I take in between 5,700 and 5,800 calories a day. I mean, who is that aware of what he takes in for, not to compromise his fitness level? Now, he's still out there again now.
Yeah, going to stay out there for the last shift of this first period of playing. Up against Lipinski, Semenuk, and Skylar Bruce. And Zellweger has the puck in his zone for Kamloops. He'll swing it over to Logan Barros. He'll guide it up to Stankoven in the Giants zone. The right wing, he's cut off by Pentecost, and back comes Vancouver. But now we have a penalty being indicated. Slashing is the call here with 38.6 left here in this first period.
Yeah, no, not much of an argument from anybody. Kyle Bruce cannot take that penalty at that time in the hockey game, at this time in the third period. If they don't score with 38.6 seconds left, the Kamloops Blazers will have a pretty good discussion in between periods of what to do with that power play that extends into period number 2.
Similar to what we saw in game number 2 in Kamloops, but the Giants get it up to Ty Thorpe off the draw with a breakaway. Ty Thorpe scores! The captain with a second of the night, a short-handed goal. The game is tied at 2.
I've said it before, man. You can put an elephant on that guy's backbone. This is the end of it. Not sure how it started. I wasn't exactly watching inside the Giant zone. But what a finish, and he goes glove side, he goes high, and he goes hard. What a job to score with 30.4 seconds left. In an exceptionally outstanding first period of hockey here. A shorthanded goal for Ty Thorpe. That's just super. Really, you got every bit of your money's worth coming in this building. Even if it's only a 20-minute hockey game, I'd be taking it.
Absolutely. So we're back to even terms with the Blazers set in the Giant zone in a centering feed. Tipped away by Jesper Vikman. Now Masters wheeling it back into the Giant zone. 10 seconds left in the period. Now to Ryan Hofer on the left wing side. He'll drop it off for Masters. He'll now let it go to Connor Levis. He'll turn, screen shot, score! A redirect in front, it bounced in, and with 1.5 left in the first period, the Blazers retake the lead as 3-2 on the power play.
Eddie, I think the only player on this Kamloops roster team that scouts are looking at, because everybody else has been accounted for as far as NHL teams are concerned, is this guy right here, Levis, Connor Levis. He gets that spot into the top of the face-off circle, and he knows as he looks up that there's all kinds of traffic in front of the net. And you know what? Not only can the shot beat everybody and find the net, but in all likelihood, if it isn't blocked, it could easily hit somebody. It did that. I don't know who it bounced off. I'm pretty sure, but 1.5 seconds left, and it's 3-2 Blazers.
Well, the roller coaster from that first period of play is now slowing down and going to make his way back into the station. And now it's come to a stop, and everyone gets a chance to reset after quite a roller coaster of a ride. A 5-goal first period, and the Blazers go to the room with a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, really, I honestly don't know what else you could expect. That's honestly, Eddie, that's more than I expected. The effort, the execution, the 12 shots on goal, yeah, they gave up 19. I think power plays, I think specialty teams, you cannot allow the Blazers to get that many times on the power play. But what a first period. What excitement here at the LEC.
Let's go down to that Vancouver Giants bench right now where we're joined with Adam Maglio. Adam, your thoughts on a high-event first period here tonight at Game 4?
Yeah, you know what? I think we're playing hard. I thought, staying disciplined is going to be a big key. We talked about it all series, but you can't give this power play 3 opportunities in 1 period.
Yeah, coming out in period 2, you definitely have something to build off from period 1. Adam, I've done a lot of playoff games in this building, and for 20 minutes, that might be as exciting as this place has been.
Yeah, like I said, I thought our guys were playing with good jump, good energy. We seem to be on task. We just got to keep directing pucks at their net and get in there.
Coach, from the bench, last question. That's as good a period as I've seen Zellweger play for 20 minutes. What do you have to do to contain him?
Well, you got to eliminate time and space. We got to get on top of him a little bit quicker, and you got to have great sticks when he's rolling around, but it's all time and space against him.
Thanks, Adam. Good luck in the second and third. That is Vancouver Giants associate coach Adam Maglio after the first period of play in this one here tonight. We'll take a break and come back with a very, very busy first period scoring summary. You're listening to White Spot, Vancouver Giants playoff hockey on Sportsnet 650.
Time to break down the first 20 minutes. This is the Vancouver Giants intermission on Vancouver's home of hockey, Sportsnet 650.
Eddie Gregory and Bill Wilms from the Langley Event Center. We had a moment to catch our breath after a very, very busy first period of play in this one here tonight. And it's time now for the Kintec Footwear and Orthotics scoring summary. After 20 minutes of play, Kintec, the footwear and orthotics provider for your Vancouver Giants. Well, Bill, with the Vancouver Giants playing for their season here tonight, no surprise who is going to lead the charge for Vancouver and get them off on the right foot here tonight.
Yeah, no question. Your 20-year-olds are your key guys. They always are, always will be in any season, playoffs, whatever. Ty Thorpe, again, they create a scramble in front. That was the key. It was Gronick and Hansik with the assist. And once they got that puck into the slot area, they got it to the front of the net. And there was a hectic scramble in that area. And Ty Thorpe finds that puck and gives Vancouver that all-important 1-0 lead at 5:06.
And at that point in time, the shots were 5-1 in favor of Vancouver. But there was a skirmish after the goal, and Kamloops emerged from that skirmish with a power play, and they tied the game.
Yeah, that was really disappointing. You can't do that. I mean, you heard Adam Maglio talking about that. But anyway, on the power play, Finney's going to get the puck back to the blue line of Masters. He's going to get the shot from the point, and big Ryan Hofer in front gets a piece of it on the way to the net. And at 6:51, Hofer's tied this game at 1.
And we talked a lot in that first period about Olin Zellweger and his mobility on the back end. And he helped give Kamloops a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and that, by the way, that came after a really big save. Well, I mean, a lot of big saves in this series. But I thought the save that Vikman made on Van Olm coming out of the corner, if you will, to the front of the net, big toe save, pad save, was terrific. But the Zellweger spins, gets it to the front inside the Giant zone, and Förster gets the first chance. Vikman makes the save. Ryan Hofer there for the rebound. And the Kamloops players with a 2-1 lead.
And then Kamloops got their third power play of that first period. And a lot happened on that Kamloops power play, starting with Vancouver.
Well, here's the shorthanded goal by Ty Thorpe. That's so important. Not only are power plays hard to come by for any team playing the Blazers, but how about a shorthanded goal? Enjoy this one, folks. It's a beauty. Sounded like this.
Game number 2 in Kamloops. The Giants get it up to Ty Thorpe off the draw with a breakaway. Ty Thorpe scores! The captain with a second of the night. A shorthanded goal. The game is tied at 2. 19:29 the time of that one. And the Giants were hoping to go to the room at least in a 2-2 tie.
Again, what Kamloops does so well when they have possession in the offensive zone, Eddie, you see that, eh? There's seldom a guy by himself. Wherever the puck is, if it's in the face-off circle to the left of Vikman, with a guy with the puck, there's traffic in front. If it's at the point, there's traffic in front. Well, this time, Hofer and Masters are going to get assists on this, but Levis turns into the kind of the high slot, maybe the top arc of the face-off circle with the shot. I don't know. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with a desperation shot. It's late. They got to get it on the net. And in 19:59, 30 seconds after Vancouver had tied the game, Levis from Hofer and Masters gives Kamloops a 3-2 lead, which is what they take into the second period.
Yeah, Ryan Hofer with a 3-point first period for the Kamloops Blazers with 2 goals and an assist. Ty Thorpe with 2 goals for Vancouver in that first period. Shots were 19-12 in favor of Kamloops in that first period. Giants were over 2 on the power play. Blazers were 2 for 3 with a man advantage in this one here tonight. Greg Ballick will come back and speak with Adam Kierszenblatt and get his thoughts on the opening 20 minutes in this one here tonight. You're listening to White Spot Vancouver Giants playoff hockey on Sportsnet 650. The Vancouver Giants open their 2023 Western Conference first round series tonight in Kamloops against the BC Division champion Kamloops Blazers. The Giants are looking to knock off a Western Conference power for a second straight season in the first round. The Giants go in as the 7th seed against the 2nd seeded BC Division champion and Memorial Cup hosts. The Giants won 2 of the 8 head-to-head meetings this season, both wins coming at the Langley Event Center. The Giants did have some close games in Kamloops, particularly a week apart in early December. Jesper Vikman will be leaned on again for his playoff heroics from a year ago. He's facing a Kamloops team that had the most shots in the Western Hockey League, averaging over 41 per game. This year, Vikman is healthy, rested, a year better going into the postseason. Playoff games tend to be tight, and that could be a benefit for the Giants, who played in the most one-goal games in the WHL this year at 32, winning 17 of them. The Giants finished the season with 5 wins in their last 10 games. Blazers won 7 of their last 10 in the regular season. Catch the game on the Sportsnet 650 online stream or on CHL TV.
Really happy for Jesper that we finally got a shutout this year. And, he's played so well. He's deserved it. So kudos to him and our team.
What about that sequence with Dylan blocking the shot with his face to help reserve the shutout in the third too?
Yeah. We certainly hope he's going to be okay for tomorrow. But the kind of guy he is.
How badly hurt you the kid?
Well, he's getting stitched up right now. So he took a buck in the face. So I just hope that nothing's broken and he's okay.
How much was this like a playoff effort from your group here tonight?
Yeah, I think we had some good shifts. I think we had some pretty good performances. I really liked our start, and then sometimes we got caught trying to do too much, and that's when we turned the puck over. But for the most part, it was pretty solid effort.
Were you hard enough for pucks in your own zone? It felt like.
Well, when we were, we could exit. When we weren't, we got into trouble. And some of it you've got to give some credit to them, and unfortunately, some of it is decisions that smarter decisions we've got to make with the puck.
What about?
We overhandle it, we get into trouble.
What about Madison Leslie's game here tonight and his return, his physical play?
Yeah, I thought he was solid. I really liked Halliburton's game tonight. I thought Ty Thorpe both senior and junior were really good for us. We had some solid performances.
What about Colton Roberts as well back there?
Again, another guy. Our D are so good when they play fast, and if they slow things down by overhandle, that's when we get in trouble. But they were good.
What's the goal over the next 5 games going into the playoffs?
Well, I think just to continue to build momentum and arrive alive, healthy and ready to go for the playoffs. I'm not sure, how much we're going to move up or the opportunities to move up, but jockeying for position. We just want to continue to play well.
Feels like it's been ages since I had a shutout, so it was nice to have one. And just the way we battled today, and then super important game to climb in the standing. Felt good.
Is the epitome of that battle Dylan Anderson blocking a shot with his face to help reserve the shutout for you in the third?
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I think I felt the puck was in for about 5 seconds, and then I see puck sitting on the goal line, him bleeding, and props to him. That shows what type of character he is.
How important is it to get him back? What does he mean to this group?
He's very important. He's a 20-year-old. He's a real solid D. Has a good first pass and can definitely help us on a power play as well and on a PK. So, it's going to be important to get him back for as soon as possible.
It felt like a playoff game tonight.
Yeah.
How much does that help?
I felt the pace straight from the start was super high compared to normal games, and I know Everett is super structured, it kind of fits us to play them. I think I like playing them at least, but it was a fun game and competitive for sure.
What part of your game have you really worked on this season and are from the beginning of the year?
There's been a lot of stuff, but obviously my patience, maybe not opening up as much all the time and using my size a little bit more. I feel like that has also helped my game reading ability and my ability to read shots. So it's been the patience. It's been a big part.
Can you talk a little bit about your partnership with Brett Mewald?
Oh yeah. He's a great guy, great goalie, and I think he's been playing really well here in the end. I feel like he played solid. before for Christmas there and before Christmas as well. Maybe didn't get the right bounces his way, but now you can definitely see that he's gaining some confidence and he's winning important games for us. And that's what you need, a goalie tandem that can both win games and step up for your team when they need it. So it's working really well.